tidal wave is looming around the corner, holding with him a bundle of dread for the wallets of just about every Armada fan out there, including myself. So there's no better time to take a quick look back to where the range of current generation's Armada figures started with Legacy Armada Universe Starscream, which I'm gonna be honest, bit of a ropey start. Don't get me wrong, this looks really good, but it doesn't feel like it channels the animation model as much as what came after it. But taking this on the merits of something inspired by the Armada design, this thing still kicks ass. The proportions are really sweeping and dynamic, and the surface detailing is subdued but rich. I really enjoy the shoulder cannons. If they nailed anything with the sculpt, it was those. They have some really fun features like interchangeable angles and flip out cannons. I really like the head here too. It's a redesign for Starscream I can definitely get behind, but something looks a little off about the face here. The colours on the go here are pretty nice, with the reds and greys doing their jobs nicely, and the pops of black definitely kicking things up a notch. And I really need to make note of that metallic blue cockpit and those yellow accents, really giving the figure some pop. Accessories here are alright. The wing sword is faux, which is fair enough, as to not compromise the robot mode, but I don't think it looks all that good. And the Star Saber looks really great, with some in-depth detail and some nice bright blue, but it seems a little undersized for Starscream. Works much better with Hotshot in my opinion. Posability is mostly good. He's not missing much aside from wrists, and he has a little extra at the ankles. However, the head is on an offset that looks a little strange, and the waist is very limited by the sculpt. While the articulation here is pretty good overall, there are a couple of loose joints that spoil it for me, and the right leg comes off with no effort at all, every single time I use the thigh swivel, which is a huge pain in the ass. Transformation here is pretty good, a little clashy around the shoulders, but nothing too bad, and the jet mode is pretty spot on. The dynamic curves in the cockpit and the swept-back wings make for a really dynamic looking jet, and the colours complement the design a lot. Even the underside kibble isn't that bad. My favourite feature here is the integration of the shoulder cannons. They give me some serious nacelle vibes, the Star Trek ones, not that one. If I had a sturdy enough flight stand, I'd definitely display him in jet mode though. This is an absolute highlight of the figure for me. Overall, this is a really solid figure, with only a couple of little issues. It's just let down comparatively by not being as good as some of the best figures in Legacy. I'd recommend this guy if you can find one, and hopefully Hasbro will make that easier with a blue one at some point. Come on guys, you've already done the other Armada guys like that. Work with me here. Oh, different Unicron Trilogy Starscream instead? Alright, I surrender.